Blending options in Photoshop are one of the most powerful ways to give your Photoshop layers visual style. In this lesson, we'll explore exactly what blending options are, how to access them, and how they give you control over lighting, texture, and glow, just by toggling a few simple checkboxes. And to help you learn, we will build a simple fire text effect from scratch. In this lesson, you'll learn how to open and apply blending options to any layer, how to stack multiple layer styles to build a glowing text effect, and how to define and apply a custom pattern texture. What are blending options really? Blending options, or layer styles, are a set of non-destructive effects that you can apply to any layer, whether it's text, shapes, photos, or even brushstrokes. You can use them to add glows, shadows, gradients, outlines, and even custom texture overlays. They don't affect the original content, and you can change or remove them anytime. They work especially well on text layers, but any kind of layer can use blending options. Setup: building the fire effect workspace. Step 1. Create the document. First of all, go to File, New. Then set your width to 3840 pixels. Then your height to 2160 pixels. And your resolution to 72 pixels per inch. And finally, select Create. Step 2. Save your project. Immediately go to File, Save As, and name your project something like Fire Project. Then choose a save location, like your desktop. And at the bottom, make sure your file extension is set to Photoshop. And finally, select Save. Step 3. Create a black fill layer. In the layer panel on the right, select the new layer icon. Now, press G on your keyboard to switch to the Paint Bucket tool. And with the foreground color set to black in the toolbar, and your BG black layer selected, left-click with your mouse on the canvas to fill in black. And now just double check that the black layer is above anything else. If not, then hold and drag it so it sits in the top position. Step 4. Add the text. In the toolbar on the left, select the Text tool, or press T on your keyboard to switch to it. Then, in the top bar, make sure the font size is set to 770 pt, and the text color is set to white. And now just click on the center of the canvas once, and you can start typing your text. In our case, we are going to type fire. Then, select the tick icon in the top toolbar to confirm the changes. At this point, I can switch to the Selection tool in the toolbar on the left and move my text layer in the center position on the canvas. Next, we need to change the font to the one which I provided in the Assets download folder, found in the video description. On Mac, it's relatively easy to install a font. Simply double-click on the font file and select Install. And this process should be similar on Windows. Once that's all done, go back to Photoshop, double-click on the text layer thumbnail in the Layers panel, and search for the Bubbly Soda font. If the font is not visible, save your Photoshop project by going to File, Save. Then close Photoshop completely, reopen it, and search for the font again. Part 1. Applying blending options. Right-click the text layer and select Blending Options. And a new window will appear where we can apply effects. Now follow along, and together we will completely transform the style of this text. First, let's enable the gradient overlay option. The first step is to set the blend mode to normal, then the opacity to 100%. And now you can double click the gradient bar and you will see the gradient editor window open. In here, you can open the basics folder and select the first icon. And do not worry if your gradient editor doesn't look the same as mine. Now with this first gradient selected, double click on this color stop icon and a color picker window will open. And in here, you can type in this exact hex code. And then select OK to confirm. Next, let's do the same for the right side color. Double click on this color step icon and in the color picker window, type in this exact hex code. And then select OK to confirm. Now the next step is to add a color between these two colors. To do this, hover your mouse cursor in the center position until it switches to this select cursor, and then click once in order to create a new position. Then double click on this color step icon and type in this exact hex code. And press OK in the color picker window to confirm. And then also make sure the location is set to 50 in the gradient editor. For the rest of the settings, pause the video now and copy them exactly without closing this window. Next, select the bevel and emboss option on the left side. And at the bottom, set the highlight mode color to white. You can do this by selecting this icon and then holding and dragging your mouse cursor to the very edge of the color picker. Before you press OK on this window, double check that your hex code matches this one. Next, we need to do the same for the shadow mode color. So select this color icon and then type in this hex code. Once you have reached this point, pause the video and check that the rest of the settings match what is shown here without closing this window. Moving on, let's enable the inner glow option. Start by selecting the color picker icon here and change the color to a bright orange. You can type in this exact hex code. Then select OK to confirm. And now you can pause the video and copy the rest of the settings visible without closing this window. Next, let's enable the drop shadow option. In here, select the blend mode color picker icon and type in this exact hex code. And press OK in the color picker window to confirm. And now you can pause the video and copy the rest of the settings visible without closing this window. Next, let's enable the stroke option. And here, the first thing that we need to do is set the fill color to red. You can do this by selecting this icon and then type in this exact hex code. Then select OK to confirm. And once again, you can pause the video now and copy the rest of the settings visible without closing this window. So now, with all of the options configured, we can finally close the blending option window by selecting OK on the right side. And now we will move on to the next step. Part 2. Add a fire texture pattern. In this step, we are going to add a texture pattern to our text layer. And so the first thing that we are going to do is hold and drag the fire texture found in the assets folder and hover it on the Photoshop's tab section. Now let go and release the file. And you will see that a new Photoshop tab is created. Next, go to Edit, Define Pattern. A new window will open, and in here, you can name the texture Fire Texture. And then press OK. Now that we have defined the pattern, we can close this window without the need to save it. Simply select the X icon to close the tab. And now we are back to our original project. At this point, right-click the text layer and select Blending Options. And on the right side, enable the texture option. Now select the pattern icon, and in this window, scroll down to the bottom until you see the fire texture. Select the fire texture by double-clicking on it, then set the scale to 100% and set the depth to 15%, making sure that linked layer is also selected. Finally, select OK on the right side to confirm the changes. Part 3. Create a glowing blur. The next part of our design is to create a large glowing effect behind the text layer. First, select the text layer. Press Command J on Mac or Ctrl J on Windows to duplicate the layer. Now rename this layer Text Blur. Then hold and drag this layer so it's below the original text layer. Next, select the text blur layer, right-click on it, and select Convert to Smart Object. Once that's done, right-click on it again and select Rasterize Layer. Now, only with the text blur layer selected, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And inside of this window, set the radius to 60 pixels. And finally, select OK. Now in the Layers panel on the right, select the text blur layer and reduce the opacity to 70%. Final step, save your work. Go to File, Save. Recap, why blending options matter. You didn't just create a fire text effect, you've learned how to stack multiple styles non-destructively. Blending options give you creative control, and they're especially powerful for text, logos, shapes, and more. With just a few clicks, you can add depth, create lighting, and add texture. And the best part? You can always go back and edit blending options to suit your needs. This project has been a huge win, and a foundational skill you'll use again and again. So, the final question is, are you ready for the next lesson?